We went down to the gate. Mr. Blandino was down there refusing to put on a mask to come into the building. So he went down there to deal with Mr. Blandino.
Okay, so we're waiting for Mr. Bateman? Or?
Yeah, I don't know if he was taken into his office or what.
I'll email Ben.
Dickerson on behalf of the state, Your Honor. I guess there's no need for standby counsel if we don't have a defendant. The defendant's refusing to appear.
Okay.
This is calendar call. I would ask for a bench warrant.
It doesn't look, I'm trying to give him a few, I'll give him a few minutes to see if, because Mr. Bateman was in the courtroom, correct?
He was, Your Honor. I spoke to him. He said that he's been in contact with Mr. Blandino, who was down at the north gate.
Okay.
Refusing to come in.
Okay.
I just sent Mr. Bateman an email as well.
Yeah, and I'm assuming same thing, he doesn't want to comply with the rules? Okay.
No, the director, Tom Newsom, called me on the radio to call him. That's why I stepped into the vestibule.
Uh-huh.
And he said Mr. Blandino was down there absolutely refusing to conform.
Okay. What did you do last time, Mr. Dickerson? Did you use your cell phone?
I went up to my office and grabbed my laptop
Okay. All right.
and my investigator.
Because it did appear as though you were outside.
Yeah.
Okay, it's almost 1 o'clock. The case was on calendar at noon, so I've waited almost an hour. It appears as though he is refusing to follow the mask mandate, so he's not being permitted into the courthouse, and he doesn't, I'm assuming since he's not signed in, he's refusing to appear via Blue Jeans. Mr. Bateman is not here, but you've indicated Mr. Bateman, he went down to I don't know, I guess try to convince him to do something?
I'm not sure what the conversation was going to be, Your Honor.
Okay, probably just to deal with the issue. What I'd like to do is continue this matter over till Thursday. I am making a warning on the record, and I would appreciate if this got conveyed to Mr. Blandino. If he refuses to appear, a bench warrant will be issued for his arrest. You just can't refuse to come to court on your calendar call. We have made additional ways that he can appear if he does not want to wear the mask. He can sign into Blue Jeans, and he can make his representations that way. But in my opinion, he's just refusing to appear before the court. He has filed, I think it was yesterday, he filed another motion to disqualify. That motion is made in bad faith. It was clear that he's filing that in an attempt to impede and continue to obstruct this court. He also included Judge Jones in that motion. Oh, here comes Mr. Bateman. I just started. Mr. Bateman is present in the courtroom. Okay. All right, so to my understanding, Mr. Blandino is downstairs and he's refusing to put a mask on.
Yes, that's what
Okay.
I was going about an hour ago. I went down there, not quite an hour ago.
Okay. And he's refusing to appear via Blue Jeans as well?
I don't.
I mean, I can only
I don't
assume
know.
that. Okay.
He has, I mean, he's appeared on Blue Jeans before.
Right.
I don't know.
So he knows how to appear via Blue Jeans.
I can't say, when I did go down there, I spoke to Mr. Dickerson, indicated I have another, a sentencing, another matter. When I went down to speak to Mr. Blandino, just to let him know I was here, he asked if Mr. Dickerson was going to go down and they were going to do the appearance like they did the last time. And I said, I didn't, you know,
I will never do that again. I did that as a momentary ability for Mr. Blandino to appear. My accommodating him goes far beyond what I do as a prosecutor, and I'm not going to do it ever again in this case. That's why I'm asking for a bench warrant today. There's pre-trial matters that do need to be addressed before we go into trial. I think number one being Mr. Blandino's self-representation. representation, and then secondly, going into the presentation of our witnesses via audiovisual technology. So my request is still remains to have that bench warrant issued. Thank you.
And again, I believe his non-appearance today is an attempt to obstruct and impede the court from going forward. So I'm going to continue these matters till Thursday. I just want to make sure it's really clear, Mr. Bateman, that you convey to him that if he continues to refuse to appear, that a warrant will be issued. You can tell him that the state has asked for a warrant, and I'm giving him till Thursday. He can appear via blue jeans. If he doesn't want to wear a mask, that's fine, but he has to appear via blue jeans if he doesn't want to comply with the rules of the courthouse. I am going to also be deciding the motion to revoke his self-representation. So if he wants any type of pleadings to be considered by the court, he needs to file that before that hearing on Thursday. So the calendar call, the motions, there's a motion to revoke his self-representation, and then the audio-visual issue, and then talking about whether we'll proceed next week. So again, if he refuses to appear, I will have no choice but to issue a bench warrant. And I am going to be deciding that motion, whether he should be able to continue to represent himself.
Judge, and just, you are mid-ruling on the motion to disqualify?
No, I'm not ruling on it.
Okay.
He has filed another motion to disqualify. It is not made in good faith. It's clearly just a renewed one. I don't know if this will be the 16th one.
16th or 17th, Your Honor.
Yeah, it's not made in good faith. It is simply an attempt to impede and obstruct the court. He also included Judge Jones in that because she issued an order to show cause why he should not be deemed a vexatious litigant. So again, trying to impede and obstruct, that's what he does. So at some point, the motion is not filed pursuant to the rules. It is not made in good faith. There's no affidavit indicating that it's made in good faith and not for the purpose of delay. It's clearly made for the purpose of delay. So I want to do this Thursday, but I want to put it at the end.
Yep.
So we'll put it at the end so you don't, because I usually call this case last, then you don't have to wait.
I'll set it for 1 p.m.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.